Nancy. How are you today?
I just took a short nap.
That's right. I just took a short nap. Okay, that's good. I also took a short nap because I wanted to have enough energy to teach you this afternoon. So I needed some naps. I needed some rest. So I took a short nap. Okay. How was your weekend?
It's tiring. It was tiring.
Right, it was tiring. Remember, put the sentence in the past tense because it already happened. Okay, it was tiring. What made it tiring? What happened?
I think because it's nothing much to do. Just because I plan to do many not many. I plan to do some charity thing in Vietnam, and then the planning quite how to say complicated.
So it didn't work out. Is that right? It didn't work out.
Yeah, it's work. Yeah, it didn't work out. It's done. Yeah, it's done. But the planning part is a bit complicated.
Okay, so let's talk a little bit. I will create a new slide so that you can talk here. So you said you. Okay, it's okay. I wanted to listen to your story because this is the first time you told me that you were tiring. You were tired about something. Okay. So you said that it was a tiring weekend. Okay, it was tiring because you plan to do some charity work in Vietnam. But it didn't work out. Is that right? The key word here is it didn't work out. Okay, so when a plan didn't work out, it means that nó không có nghĩa là không có xảy ra theo ý mình muốn. It didn't work out. Hoặc là nó không có thực hiện được. So was it because of I don't know how to say it, but what kind of problem? Can you tell me like in more detail? I'm curious.
Because no, actually, how to say? I wanted to do a little bit charity by myself. Last time I always give money to someone and just let them decide whatever they do. I don't care and anything. I mean that. So, but now because during the pandemic, my family the street my family street, my house street, they how to say, they block the house block. Yeah, there's then many people come and give us a lot of food, many different kind of food, and I feel it's really nice. It's really very good thing. And then after that my house no more lockdown. I mean I don't know what to say. I mean no more lock. Then they can go out and buy food, whatever. And I feel that I need to do something, not just sit there and watch my family receive a thing from others. So I think okay, I plan to ask my family go and buy something and then share to others. And then my father, he not happy about that. He say that because I never planned with him, I never asked him anything. I just asked my mom, that's the amount of money, you help me go and buy things and share to others. And then my family find out, my father find out, and he said that why you never share with me the idea, why you do that? You know that you give people like that, people will laugh at you, people say you too proud, you are too proud, you whatever, I don't know. He said, people have a lot of money, then they can do charity. we just the normal family, we not rich, why we must do charity? Then I angry and I quarrel with him. Then but never mind, I don't care what he say. He say a lot of things. He say if you give people, they just say, oh, the thing you give is too cheap, then you will not happy. Then they will say all the thing. I say I never hear anyone say anything, only you say. then I just don't care about what my father say. He said a lot of things make me angry, and I told my mom that never mind, we just do what we plan.
Okay.
And then
Wow.
yeah, we done.
Okay. I'm sorry for asking. Like,
sorry,
no, it's okay. I'm sorry if my question makes you remember like the bad thing about last week. So I guess it was like too much trouble to talk about. Okay, I guess it was too much of a trouble to talk about. I don't want you to feel sad. Okay, can you wait a moment? I have to change my network because I forgot. Okay, please look at what I wrote on the screen and ask me if you have any questions.
I want to check. The streets are blocked. Okay. Yep.
Okay, I came back. Okay, so right. So this should turn into I. Okay, so because you talk too fast, so I couldn't hear like the last part of the story. So I could only hear the first part. So this is what I have to say to correct your sentences. Okay, the first sentence says it was tiring because I planned to do some charity work in Vietnam, but it didn't work out. Okay, I told you already about this. Second one, I wanted to do a little bit of charity by myself. You said I want to do a little bit charity. You forgot the word of. You forgot the word of. So a little bit nó đang là kiểu như là danh từ mà muốn nối danh từ với danh từ thì mình thêm cái of ở giữa. A little bit, một chút xíu, đó, một kiểu như là một ít công việc từ thiện. Tự bản thân đó. Okay.
A little bit is danh từ or tính từ?
I don't know. I'm not so sure about
a little bit must go with of, right?
Yeah. So if a little bit is standing before another noun, right? If a little bit is standing before another noun, you must use of. Okay. I'm sorry for saying that a little bit is a noun, but that's what I think. That's what I think because you have a little.
I don't know too.
Right, because you have a little right here is an adjective, right? I told you already, adjective can stand before a noun. So bit is exactly a noun because in English, bit means like những cái vụ nhỏ nhặt, những cái vụ nhỏ nhặt. Đó, vậy thì a little bit là những cái mẩu nhỏ xíu đó. Right, so that is why I told you a little bit is a noun, but like nowadays people use it as an adverb also, like people put a little bit at the end of a sentence, right? For example, do you understand what I just said? Yeah, a little bit, right? See? Okay, so in this part right here, because a little bit is standing before another noun, so I treat a little bit, I see a little bit as a noun, and I put of between the two nouns. Okay, I wanted to do a little bit of charity by myself. Okay, right. So you were talking about the street in your family, like the street in your family's house in Vietnam, right? They are blocked. So this is blocked. Okay, so lock là bị khóa, còn blocked là bị chặn lại, right? Okay. Okay, so you were also talking about wanting to help your parents. But like you want to do something to help your parent and not just sit there and watch my family receiving gifts from others, right? So what something happened? you see, you use verb in, okay? Okay, your father was not happy about that. Okay, so you were talking a lot about your father at this point, and you like used a lot of confusing grammar. You use a lot of confusing grammar. Yeah, you put everything in a simple tense, present simple tense, and how do I say? Well, it kept repeating in the same structure. It kept repeating in the same structure. Like you just use he, right? You kept using the word he, and well, you know that you can use my father instead. Okay. Right. Tức là như mình cứ cái lúc đó em nghe thì như là mình cứ lặp lại cái he hoài, thì em nghĩ là mình cũng có thể thay bằng chữ my father cũng được. Right. And also again, you forgot words. You forgot to be, yeah. Like you just said like he not happy about that. See that is a bad habit. You have to remember to fix it. Okay. In front, before a feeling happy, sad, angry, remember to put to be. Right. Remember to put to be. M is are or was were based on the tense. Right. Okay, so so this is a phrase I think you were trying to trying to say, right? Yeah. Because in the part you were talking about your father's opinion about your action, you couldn't express the phrase like tự cao tự đại, so I gave you this. You think too high of yourself, right? So your father thinks that you think too high of yourself, and he was not pleased. Right? He was not pleased with that.
Yeah.
Okay. Think too high of yourself. Right. I see. Okay, I understand that you had a rough week. You had a rough weekend. I understand you had a rough weekend, but sometimes you have your own, like, because you are old enough to make your own decisions, right? You are old enough to make your own decision. Well, you should not. You should not pay too much attention. You should not think too much about it. Don't feel sad about it, because it is your own decision. You do it because you have a reason.
Yeah.
Okay. Don't worry. Okay. Because you had a rough weekend, I also wanted to share with you what happened this morning. So, you know that in Vietnam right now, the pandemic situation is still very serious. We still have to like test. We have to do a test once in a while. Oh no, it's not like occasionally. It's more like occasionally. Sometimes once in a while, kiểu như là lâu một lần. Once in a while. I will see if there's any kind of synonyms to it, because I forgot. Nếu như nó nói bằng sometimes thì cũng không đúng, nói nó bằng occasionally thì có vẻ cũng không đúng lắm. Em sẽ kiểm tra lại nha. Okay, once in a while là lâu một lần.
Thỉnh thoảng.
Thỉnh thoảng thì nó bằng thỉnh thoảng thì nó bằng sometimes rồi, nhưng mà em muốn chắc chắn một chút xíu. Once in a...
Khoảng bao lâu thì một lần?
Okay, synonym. Okay, so because once in a while, it is not like the adverb of frequency we studied last time, right? It does not mean the same. It does not mean the same. It means a little bit different, right? It means a little bit different. So once in a while, you just keep it there. You just understand that. Như là lâu một lần. Okay. So we like how do I say, our neighborhood. Then like the medical staff still found how do I say, new cases around our neighborhood. Yeah, so we had to take the COVID test once in a while. And this morning we just took another test, and in total we already took the test 5 times.
Wow.
And yeah, so like for me, I don't really mind taking tests, but ever since they took the 3rd test, I was already very angry, because like I don't like the feeling that little stick like stick in your nose is very it's very painful. But
Yeah.
my mom said that is very how to say, tickle nhột.
Yeah.
Right. My parents said that it is very tickle, but I don't think so. I think it's very painful, and I tried my best to stay calm. The medical staff was just like, if you try too hard, your nose gonna bleed.
Yeah. Oh, really?
Yeah.
Oh.
Because this morning they took a PCR test. I don't know what PCR means really, but they stick that thing very deep in your nose, so it goes right down right here in your throat, around your throat, kiểu như là nó sâu mà kiểu như là ngay đến chỗ cái cổ họng luôn đó chị.
Wow, really?
That's right. It goes in very deep, so it does not feel tickle at all. It feels very painful. So yeah, so they try to calm me down, like, okay, relax or else you're going to bleed. Yeah, relax or else you're going to bleed. I was very scared.
Wow. You feel okay now? Your nose?
Yeah, I feel okay now. Like it happened very quickly. It happened very quickly, just for a moment. I felt hurt, I felt painful for a moment, but after that, everything is okay. But I do wish that we don't have to take another test, because that is my limit. That was my limit this morning. Oh God.
I'm curious because I thought the thing is like they thin stick like this.
They are super thin. Yes, that they are super thin. But like yeah, it goes. I don't know if it goes up or goes down, but I do feel the medicine. I do feel the medicine in my throat.
Oh, I see.
Because kiểu như là they took the test to take something from your nose and also from your throat. That is the PCR test.
Oh, I see.
Lấy cả giật mũi với cả giật cổ họng luôn.
Vậy là nó khác với lại cái cây mà ở nhà kiểu tự test á, là chỉ test tới đây thôi à, mình test xong mình tự test, còn ở Việt Nam chắc là nó làm căng hơn hay gì.
Yeah, because this is the first time I had a test that the stick goes very down deep in my throat.
First time I heard about it too.
Yeah, it's the first time too, and I was very surprised, also very scared. But thank God I'm okay now. I just wish that I don't have to take another test. If I have to do that one more time, I'm going to scream. Okay. Okay, so that was my story. I would like to share it to you because you had a rough week.
Thank you.
Hey, don't worry. Okay, so now let's go on. Let's go to our lesson. We spent too much time talking already. Okay, so last time I gave you a listening exercise, very short, at the end of the lesson, right? Okay, have you finished?
Yeah.
Okay.
I finished.
Okay, so this is the listening task. You will hear 6 different conversations, right? So you have to number conversation from 1 to 6 into each picture from A to F. Okay, so can you tell me, picture A, which conversation is it? Or like conversation number 1, conversation number 1, which picture?
1B.
Okay, 1B, that is good, that's correct. Okay, so how about conversation number 2?
2D.
2D. Okay, that's good. Okay, conversation number 3.
3F.
3F. Okay, good. 4.
4H.
H. Remember. Oh, A. You said A. I got. Okay, A. Okay, sorry. Number 5.
What is that? 5E.
5E. Okay, thank you. And lastly, 6 is C. Okay, you did well. Very good. I was a little bit worried when I gave this exercise to you because the audio was not in very good quality, right? The audio was not very good, and the accent they spoke in British accent.
Oh, actually, I feel I used to British accent because my last time my teacher is she how to say she teach in Britain. She study in
okay.
UK.
Remember, put your sentences in past tense if it already happened. Okay. Okay. I am used to. Remember, I am used to. See, you forgot the to be again. I am used to the British accent. Right. I am used to the British accent because last time my teacher spoke in British accent. Right. My teacher spoke in British accent. I love British accent, but I can never speak in that accent. I can imitate them.
I feel
imitate.
US accent easier, right?
The American accent is actually easier to listen to.
Oh.
Yeah. But well, because it is the IELTS test you're going to take, the IELTS test is from the British Council. So most of the audios are going to be in British accent.
Oh, okay.
Okay, don't worry. We will have more time to practice with it. Right.
What's imitate?
Imitate, nhái theo. So I want to imitate the British accent, but I cannot do it. I want to imitate the British accent, but I cannot do it. I don't know why. I guess I guess because I am used to the American accent.
Yeah. Because you see a lot of American movie, right?
That's right. I've watched a lot of American movies when I was young.
Yeah.
But I sure love the British accent because it sounds so like it's make you feel like a royal, it makes you feel like a queen.
Oh, really?
That's right. That's right, because it sounds very royal. Nghe rất là chanh sẻ. Okay. Okay. So we still have one more speaking practice. I will leave it at the end after we finish our class today. So I'm going to move to. Oh wait, I forgot. We still have like the questions right here about the video. Have you watched it?
Yep.
Okay, so in this video, Cheryl and Bob are going to talk about Cheryl's family. So can you tell me who is Cheryl's brother?
Eddie is Cheryl's brother.
Eddie, okay, say it in a normal tone and very relaxing way. Okay, mình cứ nói nhẹ nhàng bình thường chút xíu nha. Okay, one more time. Who is Cheryl's brother?
Eddie is Cheryl's brother.
That's right. You can go faster if you want. It makes the sentence sounds more normal, right? Tức là mình có thể nói nhanh hơn một chút xíu để bằng với cả cái tốc độ nói bình thường của mình. Right. What does Eddie do for a living?
He's a doctor. He's the doctor.
That's right. He's a doctor. He is a doctor. Okay. Thank you for fixing that. I was trying. I was going to tell you, you have to fix that, but you fix it before I say. Number 3. How many aunts and uncles does Cheryl have?
Cheryl has 14 aunts and uncles.
That's right. Very good. Wow, Cheryl has a big family. I have 9. Oh, I have 8 uncles and I have 8 aunts. I have 8 uncles and 8 aunts in nhà nội.
Oh wow.
Nhà ngoại is different because English is very confusing sometimes because they don't like have a difference between yeah no and yeah why. So sometimes I have to use Vietnamese. I have to describe that.
I see.
Okay, how many kids does Eddie have?
Eddie has 2 kids.
Eddie has 2 kids. Okay, that's right, correct. Does Eddie like classical or rock music?
Eddie's like classical music.
Okay, you are putting the S sound in the wrong place. You said Eddie's likes music. That is not right. Eddie likes music. So the word likes has to be right here. Remember? Eddie likes classical music. Can you say that again?
Eddie likes classical music.
Okay, thank you. Eddie likes classical music. Have you ever listened to classical music before?
Yes, sometimes.
Sometimes because it helps you, like it helps to calm your mind, right? It helps calm your mind. Okay.
Yeah.
What is the name of Cheryl's aunt?
Gerald's name is Judy.
It's Judy. Okay, Cheryl's aunt is Judy. That is right. Okay. So what is Judy's occupation?
Judy's Judy's occupation is an
artist. Okay, you have to curl your tongue a little bit. Mình phải cuốn lưỡi một chút xíu nha chị nha. Artist.
No, it's not artist. It's architect.
Okay. Okay, that is right here. Architect. Architect. Okay, remember when you see the letter R behind S, you say R. Architect. Okay, and this is artist. Okay, architect. Okay, that's good. Right. And this is an occupation. It's Q. Okay. Occupation. Q. That's right, occupation. If you say it like in Vietnamese, it sounds very heavy. So the softer way to say it is occupation. Occupation. That's right, occupation. Occupation is the same, has the same meaning as the word
job.
That's right. So, when someone asks you, what is your occupation? You understand that they're talking about your job. They're asking about your job. Okay, you did a very good job. Thank you. Right. And then move to our lesson today that is about transportation. Right. We're going to study about transportation today. Right. We will learn a lot of vocabularies about different kinds of transportation. Right. And at the end of the lesson, you will have to talk about your transportation in 2 minutes. It's not like 2 minutes, but you have to describe your favorite transportation in about 7 or 9 sentences, right? Like the exercise here is kind of similar to IELTS Part 2. It's kind of similar to IELTS Part 2, so I want to see you do it. I want to see you like be able to do it. Okay, now we will start with some vocabularies. First, we have car. That's right. Your tongue have to curl up. Rồi mình phải cái lưỡi của mình khi mà đọc cái âm R đằng sau là nó cuộn vào trong một chút xíu. Car. That's right. Good. Bicycle. Okay. Bicycle, first stress, okay? Remember, first stress ở đây là nó đang nhấn âm 1 nhé. Okay. Motorcycle. That's right. Or you can say motorbike. That's right. It's not toe, it's t. Motorbike. Okay, that's good. Motorcycle. Okay, and motorbike. Okay, good. Right. Next we have truck. Truck.
Truck.
Okay, and we have van.
Van.
Okay, you will not see a lot of vans in Singapore, I guess. Right, you don't see a lot of vans in Singapore. Okay. How about trucks? Do you often see trucks on Singapore street?
In the how to say the fixed timing for the truck.
It's like
not all the time outside the route.
Okay.
Like how to say not I think not from 9 to 6 I think.
Okay, so on certain time, right? At certain time, so certain kiểu như là cố định. Và một giờ cố định at certain time, at a certain time. Okay, so you will only see trucks at a certain time. Okay. Yeah. I see. You will only see trucks in Singapore at a certain time. Okay. Right. So we have the word right here that is underground. Underground. You can see that it is stressed on the third syllable. Nhấn âm 3. Underground. Can you say it?
Underground.
Okay. Okay. So it means tàu điện ngầm here, but you can also call it subway, like the one you know, right? Subway. Underground means under the ground là dưới lòng đất đó, và hiện đây mình hiểu là tàu điện ngầm. But you can call it subway because you are used to it. And we have high-speed train. High-speed train. Can you say it?
High-speed train.
Okay, good. High-speed train. Right. Next slide. We have railway train. Railway train. Can you say it?
Railway train.
Okay, railway. Railway là cái đường ray, đường ray. Okay, railway train, tàu hỏa. Okay, we have coach. Coach. You don't have to like mình không cần phải chu mỏ ra như vậy đâu. Mình từ đầu là âm o đó, một coach, mình miệng từ ngoài vào trong. Coach. Coach. That's right, coach. That's right. And the CH sound at the end. Coach.
Coach.
Okay, that's right. Good. Coach, xe khách. If you know, in Vietnam, like coaches are kind of transportation that goes that drive for a very long distance, like from Ho Chi Minh City to Đà Lạt. You will see Phương Trang. They mostly have coaches. Okay. Right. They're a little bit different from bus. They're not buses. They're not buses. Yeah. And we have boat. Boat. Remember, they're pronounced. They have the same sound here. Oh, nó cùng âm o ở đây này chị nhớ sẽ là boat.
Boat.
That's right. Rồi mình cũng phải mở kiểu như miệng mình sẽ đi từ ngoài vào trong một chút xíu. Boat và coach. Okay. Next we have airplane.
Airplane.
Okay, airplane. Good. And you can call it airplane or you can call it plane for short.
Plane.
Right. Traffic.
Traffic.
That's right. Traffic. Okay. Right. This word is a little bit difficult because many people mispronounce this word. The letter H is mute. It's mute. There's no sound of the letter H, so it is pronounced vehicle. Vehicle. Vehicle.
Vehicle.
That's right. Faster. Vehicle.
Vehicle.
That's right. Good. See, there's no H sound in there. Nó không có âm hợp ở trong đó. Right. Traffic light.
Traffic light.
Okay. And we have traffic jam.
Traffic jam.
Okay, good. We also have another word. I don't know if you have heard of it. That is traffic congestion. Have you heard of it? No. Okay, traffic congestion. It is the same as the word traffic jam. Okay. I learned this word when I was in how do you say? I was in a secondary school, like the English team of secondary school. Okay, that's right. Traffic congestion. That is the same as traffic jam. Saying traffic jam is more easily. Okay, good. Right, we have a video. I will give it to you as homework because I want to save time and move on to the next task. Do you have any question on the new word?
No, I don't have any.
Okay, right. So now we will go to our first task of the unit. Right. This is just an ask and answer kind of task. Like I can ask you and you will check if the boxes fit your opinion. Rồi cái này giống như kiểu như là một cuộc khảo sát nhỏ thôi chị, là một khảo sát nhỏ thôi. Okay, so I guess that there are many there are a lot of taxis on Singaporean streets. Is that right? Okay, so how often do you use taxis?
Nonsense.
You don't use taxi at all. Okay, so you will take at others, right?
Yes, yeah.
Because you have your own car, you don't use taxis at all, right?
Yeah.
So if you have to use a taxi, when will you use taxi? Okay, so the second question does not fit your situation, so I changed a little bit. Like if you have to use a taxi, when will you use it?
When I drunk. When I'm drunk.
When you're drunk. Oh, I see. When you are drunk. Okay.
When I'm drunk.
Why is not that when it is raining and you have to get home? Why won't you call a taxi then?
Because in Singapore, like what I said before, the public transport is very convenient. We just walk 5 minutes, we can find the bus or the subway back home very easily. So only when I'm drunk, I need
Okay, I see. Right. So when like when you are in a hurry, you also go take a subway or take a bus and not a taxi, right?
Yeah.
Okay, because it is very easy to get to a place in Singapore with just buses and subways, right? And the cost of buses and subways are cheaper than taxis, I guess.
Much cheaper than taxi.
Oh, much cheaper. Okay.
And in Singapore, like in the we call it the timing, how to say, the timing that people come back from work and the timing that people going to work.
Rush hours, giờ cao điểm, is that right?
Giờ cao điểm, yeah. It's
rush
called
hours. That's right, rush hours.
Yeah, in rush hour, the taxi cost very high, and even in raining, they also may cost more. I don't know why they cost the rent.
I see. So during rush hours, taxis, it's very difficult to get a taxi, and the taxi costs a lot more than usual. I see. I can understand why they cost more than usual because of high demand, right? Everybody wants to get home early, and if they don't own a car like you, they will have to call a taxi to get home. Imagine that every single one want to go home and they try to call taxis together. 10 people calling a taxi at the same time is very difficult to get the taxi to move quick during rush hours. Right. High demand, yêu cầu cao. Yêu cầu cao. Giống như là có một cái giống như khi mà em đặt Grab ở Sài Gòn vậy á, là cứ đến giờ cao điểm là lúc nào nó cũng kêu là the price goes up because of high demand. Yeah, right. Very good. when there isn't any other way to get somewhere. I don't think that is the situation in Singapore because you said that there are a lot of public transportation, right? So
yeah,
if I also don't use taxis quite often. I only use it when I have when I have too much money to spend.
yeah.
Or when
I think take taxi is the kind of wasted money
it's
everywhere.
not a waste of money. I don't think so. I don't think so. Taxis are very convenient sometimes, but because we are like in Vietnam, Grab car is more popular right now. Taxis have become redundant. Dư thừa, redundant, dư thừa. I don't know if I say it in a correct way, but that's how I understand the word. Like redundant meaning that you don't need it anymore.
Oh yeah. And
that's right.
The taxi service in Vietnam is very poor.
Okay. Well, I don't use taxis like often enough to say that. I don't use taxi quite often enough to say that. I only use it when I have to go to a very far away place, like when I go to the airport or when I go to the hospitals in Ho Chi Minh City. That's only when I use the taxi. And I have to say, the taxi service in Vietnam is okay. It's okay. It's okay. It's just okay. I don't want to say it's poor. I don't want to say it's very good because I don't use it often enough to say correctly. Right. Thank you for answering the survey. Thank you for answering the survey. Okay, so you have learned something new. That is the word rush hour and the word redundant. Is that right? Redundant. Redundant ở đây là dư thừa, thừa thãi. When something becomes redundant, you don't think it is necessary for your life. You don't think it is necessary for your life, and you just like you don't use it anymore. Okay. Right, we go to the next slide. What do we have here? Oh, this is a listening task. I will also give you. I'm also give it to you as homework. Okay. Right. Okay, so now we go to another speaking part of the lesson. I like this. I like speaking with you. Okay, so do you often use public transportation, and what kind of public transportation do you use?
Yeah, I often use public transportation, and I often use subway.
Or you often use subway. Okay, can you say the word transportation again? Transportation.
Transportation.
See, you're pronouncing it a little bit different from the way I do. Transportation, transport. I'm saying in a very flat tone. Tức là cái chữ trans, chữ sport em đều nói một cái âm rất là ngang. Còn nếu mà chị nói thì là transportation. Tức là cái chữ sport từ nó rơi xuống. Đó, đúng không? Đó là cái cách mình nói. Còn nếu mà cách em nói thì em sẽ là transportation, ngang hết, sau đó là mới nhảy lên được cái chữ T, xong rồi lại xuống cái chữ sần. Transportation. Đó.
Transportation.
That's right, transportation and not transportation. Not transportation. That is the Singaporean accent. Okay. Okay, so you often use public transportation. That is the subway.
Yep.
Okay, so I wanted to ask how often, but I don't think you can. But I don't think there is an exact number of times you use it in a week, right?
Actually, before the pandemic, I go to my yoga. How to say, my yoga center every day. So I use the subway to go there.
So okay, almost every day. That's nice. Almost every day. Thank you. That's a good way to answer. Oh, I see. So now, because so now you're not going to your yoga center, right? So you study yoga online like this?
Yep.
Okay, I see. That's a good way too. Right. Second question, how much time do you spend traveling on a normal day? So when you see the word traveling, you don't like you don't have to understand it like du lịch. You can understand it like đi lại, traveling, đi lại.
Okay, I see that.
Okay, so how much time do you spend traveling on a more normal day?
1, 2, 3. I spend around 3 to 4 hours. I spend around 2 to 3 hours traveling on a normal day.
That's right. Can you say it again? More confidence. More confidence. Okay.
I spend around 2 to 3 hours traveling. Oh no, sorry. I spend 2 to 3 traveling hours on.
Oh no. 2 to 3 hours traveling. You were right the first time. Why did you fix it?
I don't know where to put it. I confused myself.
You were right the first time and you keep fixing it. I was like, what?
Okay.
Okay, one more time. More confidence, more confidence.
I spent 2 to 3 hours. I spent 2 to 3 hours traveling on a normal day.
That's right. Okay. You are trying to make a stop here. Đó là mình kiểu như đang cố nghĩ để ngắt nhịp để người ta nghe thấy rõ âm của cái cách nói của mình, đúng không ha? Right. Good. I spent 2 to 3 hours traveling on a normal day. That's right. You make a stop at the word hours. Đó, mình dừng một như là mình nghỉ nhẹ ngay cái chỗ hours này để mình có hơi mình nói tiếp. Okay, good. So most of the time you spend on traveling, you are traveling by your car, right? You're traveling by car, and most of the time you are traveling, you go to like you take your husband to work and you pick him up. Right? Okay. So is it far away? Like, is it far from your house to your husband's workplace?
No, it's very near. It's around 15 minutes. Go and come back around 30 minutes.
Okay. I see. Right. Next question. Oh God. What do you think about public transportation where you live? I just looked at the picture and I was like, oh my God, so many memories about buses in Vietnam.
Yeah. Yeah. I think the public transportation in Singapore is, how to say, excellent.
That's right. It's excellent. It's excellent. 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 That's good. Okay, remember the word transportation. You're stressing it in the Singaporean way. Okay, flat, go up and then down. Okay, transportation.
Transportation.
Đó, cái transport, cái chữ sport mình bị mỗi chữ sport này. Mình đang hoặc là cao quá hoặc là thấp quá. Transportation.
Transportation.
Đó, cái chữ thay đó hình như mình hơi là xuống giọng rồi. Transportation, thay lên giọng transportation.
Transportation.
That's right, transportation. Much better, much better.
Transportation.
That's good, right. As long as you raise your tone at the word thay, at the sound thay, chỉ cần mình như là lên giọng cái âm thay thôi là mình đã đúng rồi đó. Transportation. Right. What do you think about the public transportation where you live? And you say that the public transportation in Singapore is excellent, right? I also want to try the public transportation in Singapore because the public transportation in Vietnam, as you already know, is well, I have to say is neither poor nor good. It's neither poor nor good, right? Neither nó có nghĩa là không có cái này cũng không có cái kia, và đây là neither poor nor good, tức là không tệ mà cũng không tốt.
Oh.
And the public transportation in Vietnam is neither poor nor good. I have to say is poor if you are not used to it, but it is good if you have to use it.
Oh.
Because traveling by motorbike on Saigon Street is like hell. It's like hell. I don't like traveling on Saigon Street when during rush hours at all. Oh God.
Yeah.
Oh my God, it makes me remember all the crazy time in Saigon.
They say how to say the traffic jam in Saigon is is they call đặc sản.
That's what I was trying to tell you. Is the special is like the specialty? Is that a specialty or speciality? I will have to check it again. That's it. Speciality. Okay, I'm a speciality. This is the thing. Traffic jam is Saigon speciality. Yeah. Traffic jam is
Saigon.
Well, you can. Well, actually, you should say the specialty of Saigon. Specialty of Saigon is more correct. Traffic jam is the specialty of Saigon. Traffic jam is the specialty of Saigon. Đây, kẹt xe là đặc sản của Sài Gòn. Yeah. Okay. Right. Well, it is true. It is true. Now you're mentioning the word traffic jam, and I am remembering the worst time of my life when traveling during rush hours in Saigon, and I have to suffer from traffic jam a lot. Yeah, back when I was in university, whenever our class ended and we had to go home, and on the days that we end up our class at 5:30 p.m., the streets would be crowded, and there's no way to move. You have to move just a little bit, just a tiny bit. Yes, little đó là nhỏ rồi, còn tiny giống như là tí xíu, bé tí xíu luôn á. But you can only move a tiny bit. You can only move a tiny bit. Di chuyển được một chút xíu rồi. Oh my God. My house is not very far from my university. But whenever I had to go back home during rush hours, it took around 1 hour. Usually it just took around 10 or 15 minutes, but during rush hour, 1 hour. Oh, yeah. God. Okay. Right. Next question. Okay, do you feel safe when you use public transportation? Why and why not?
I always feel safe when I use public transportation because I believe that we should let the professional do their job.
Let the professional, okay, do their job. That's right. I believe that we should let the professionals do their job.
Yeah.
Okay. So you leave everything in their care, right? You leave everything in their care, right? Như là trao hết trách nhiệm cho mọi người đó. Trao hết trách nhiệm cho mọi người. I leave everything in their care. Giao bản thân mình cho người ta luôn. Right.
Yeah.
Wow, you are very trusting of people. You trust people a lot. I wish I could say the same to the Vietnamese public transportation, but I guess I cannot. Oh my God! If I had to tell you a crazy story I had when I go and when I travel by bus in Vietnam, it would be the stories I read online about people how to say it, trying to kidnap students on bus. Have you heard of it? Have you heard of it? So for example, when you catch a bus, right? When you catch a bus, you go, you get on the bus and you find your seat. Right? Tìm chỗ ngồi của mình. You sit down and you just go along with the ride. But there will also be someone following after you and will choose to sit next to you. Right? If someone, so like a stranger, will sit next to you. Right? Right. At first, he or she won't say anything. But when they want to get off the bus, they will act like they are your parents or they are your relatives. Họ hàng. They will act like they're your parents or they are your relatives, and they will act like, hey, why are you running away from home? Let's go back home. Right, you have to listen to me. You are my daughter. Why are you running away from home? So they will drag you down and they will try to get off the bus with you. Right? You don't even know them. You just want to get away from them. Right? Get away from them. You just want to get away from them. You try to ask for help, but everybody thinks that you two are just two family members arguing to each other. This is the way people try to kidnap students on buses, right? I have read a lot of stories like this one online, and I feel very scared whenever I go by bus and I sit next to a stranger. Right?
Yeah, I feel really dangerous.
Yeah, usually I will find a person who looks young enough to be a student, and I will sit next to them, or I will try to sit on the seat like near the outside, ngồi gần cái chỗ ngoài để ra cho dễ. So this is why I never feel safe with Vietnamese public transportation. Never.
Yeah, I know.
Okay. Okay. So if you ever come back to Vietnam and you have to travel by bus, choose the green one that looks new. Choose the green one that look new. The green ones that look old or the blue ones, I don't think they're safe.
Right, really?
Because
I thought all the bus are green color.
Oh no, they have different colors. They have different colors. Yeah. In Saigon, they have around 3 or 4 colors of buses. They have the green one, they have the blue ones, and they have the yellow ones. They also have a special bus that is red, but it didn't go inside of Saigon. It just goes around Suy Tiên. Okay. So the yellow ones are like VIP buses. You have to pay a lot of money just to go on that bus. Yeah. So it goes the yellow buses go straight to the airport, and yeah. So they are like airport buses. So that's why they are called VIP buses. So green ones, there are 2 kinds of green ones, the old one and the new ones. The old one looks like in the picture just now. Là cái xe màu xanh mà dạng cũ ấy, thì nó giống như cái bức hình mà hồi nãy mình nhìn thấy. But the new ones, they look totally new, and they have air conditioner inside, right? And they mostly go to how do I say, central part of Saigon. Yeah, they mostly go to central part of Saigon, so it's pretty safe. but the old ones, they go to mostly outside of Saigon. Yes. So I don't know what to tell you, but I don't trust the old ones. And we also have the blue ones. The blue ones are like the blue ones are, I don't know, a mix. I mean, they go everywhere. The blue ones go everywhere.
I see.
Okay. See, but
thank you for your information.
It's okay. I travel by bus a lot, so I know quite a few stories to tell you. Okay. I guess we have to stop here and we will keep talking in the next class. Okay, we will keep talking in the next class. I will send you this slide so that you can look at the next question, right? Okay. You can look at the next question and we will have more time to speak in the next class. We will also check your listening exercise and the video, okay? Okay, I will stop the recording here.